Aloha kako. It's different to be standing like this. I thought we were being in a halo. So if you don't mind, I want to sit. Kali. Better. Today, we invite the question. We invite living the question. It is not for an answer to come forth when there are so many, from myself, when there are so many talented and articulate people here in this audience, as well as our kupuna, who have been dealing with the questions to know the stranger before the stranger even arrives, to welcome the stranger, to welcome the unknown. This is the question posed before us, posed before our ancestors when they took to the canoes to travel the Great Pacific. Our clues are wherever we landed, and there are many places in which we have landed. I invite you to the question is, to what is wisdom, and how do we create the questions that lead us on to the new sun? It has been said, there's nothing new under the sun, but a new sun is present. It is this time for this new sun. I would like to invite you to listen to my stories wherever they go. I have no script. I have been so nervous. And so I trust that whatever the stories I tell, that you, like our ancestors, will extract the best that you can from those stories, and again, look at your own. I am just a reminder. That is the artist in me. Our artists are here. Our Maui artists are here to provide the mirror. From behind the mirror where the unknown is not been spoken of for hundreds of years, we want to bring it forth in the front of the mirror so that we may know who we are and the beauty that we possess. Thousands and thousands of years, many travels, many canoes did not make it. Our sea, a sea of bones. When we speak to the ocean, who are we speaking to but them? Our Kumulipo tells us the connection to every aspect of our life. I believe that. There is a progression in my experience with Uhane to move into that area we called wisdom. Wisdom is in essence already living. We know her by many names. And most of you who have attracted the disciplines that you have and that you practice are already attended by that wisdom. Once you take up the paddle, once you take up this paddle, you begin to discipline, and that wisdom immediately is attracted to you. So you find that this wisdom comes to you, and you sometimes look askance and you think, where did that come from? Did it come from my na'au? Where? So, because my ohana is here, many, aloha ohana, but some very special ones in the front row here, and like Mali'o, in the shadows of love. I was a child in this story at Pupukea. Our family lived on at least 3 islands, all during the course of a year. And we spent, like many of us, time with our ohana. We lived more outside than we did inside. It is a great change. At Pupukea, the waters in the early morning were so beautiful and calm. You know, the ponds just below the big white papa, where the rocks are jagged, sharp on the feet. When the family ate, I always took food away from the family and went to go talk to the kai, feed, aloha. My eyes as a child always beheld beauty, and I haven't grown up. like you. We look at these things and we cherish them. The fish in the morning look like ghosts in the water. So beautiful. Comes my mom. Come, what are you doing? One day, you will not have food to feed the ocean. What will you do then? And what will the ocean do? Come away. So this is a look at how present always that uhane is in our life. That was maybe 5, 6 years old. At 19, I come back after a year away at college, and I have come to Pupukea and observed the great changes at Pupukea. No longer easy to go down, especially when the storm waves were up, crashing against the rocks. I looked and I thought, I need to get to my pond. I don't want to go in this direction. I want to go up on the papa and then to the place. I counted the repetitions of the waves, like we all do. I found the break and thought, I have enough time to go up and cross over. So I did, barefooted. And as I got to the middle of the papa, a rogue wave starts to rise, just about 10 feet off. I look to the left, behind. There's no place for me to go to safely. I have to jump to the lower ponds or go into the kai. If I went into the kai with this wave, I would be shredded. What now, Mom? I turn to the wave and I speak. Have you forgotten me? I was safe. I did not fear. My childhood returned, stayed. The conversation with the all was always present. Those kinds of things and the miracles attended me daily. I have no want for anything, except that I ask for increased caring. That is, old. Have we forgotten? I hope not. We are attended by so many questions that require definitions and complete answers when we as a people have not had always the answer, but we invited the question to know that stranger. So, quick forward, I am living on Maui and Kula. I drank too much one day and broke the leg. Could not walk for a while, and people were attending to me. And I felt it quite embarrassing to have my luau table by the side of the bed, to have my art supplies there and my food brought to me, until I could stand, at least stand on a crutch. And I began to walk around using the crutch, and I began singing a song that I hadn't sang for many years. It was a song that I had learned back then in Sunday school up at the Church of the Nazarene in Wahiawa. Just like the tree that's planted near the waters, I shall not be moved. I kept singing it, and I thought, what is this? So my makaula friend of many years, maybe 40 years, she is from away. She calls and she says to me, we need to go up to Poli Poli. Okay. Now, I've had many stories, and I'd love to share them with you. So we go up to Poli Poli. And the driver, my makuahine and myself. And as we drive up to Poli Poli, the road gets a little like this. This big pueo jumps out of the tree and begins to lead like horses on a chariot until we go into the forest where I am to gather the waters of poli poli and use on my leg. So I get up there, and then I take my crutch and I ask my friend to go get some water from the pipe because the spring is no longer there. And we get the water, and I say, bring the water with me. I'm going to go in the forest. So I stand at the edge of this place, and I know that the water has ran down, but that a big water hose now takes that water someplace else. And I think, oh my goodness, what is this? So I said, oh, the tree is here. So inside, I'm beginning to ask the question, Hui, where are you? Did you call me? I want to know you. Show yourself. So there is this huge pine tree off to the left. It is the makua of that area that I see. It is huge. Its base is huge. Big puka. I had bought 4 hibiscus, pink ones, from my yard to give his ho'okupu when I get up that way. So I look at the tree and I think, oh my God, you get puka. 1 here, 1 there, 1 there, and 1. Then I look down the lowest one. There's a root that comes out just like a bench, so I know I can sit there. So I put the hibiscus in, and they're pretty, and the puka. Then I hear people coming in, and I think, I don't want mahoe on top of this. So I push all the pua inside, and like this deep, each hole. Long story short, I'm healed when I get to singing songs and playing by the tree and loving the tree and being all of this. You old way? So I walk out and I'm carrying my crutches overhead, no problem. A week or 2 later, some friends, wahine from Lahaina side, come and they stay overnight. I call them the Wahikuli Church Choir. And we all get together to inuia and sing our song. Songs go good like that. So I noticed that one of the wahine had problem walking, so I thought, oh, I'll ask her to come with me and let the others walk. But I had not told her the story of the tree, and I keep usually very quiet about these things. So we walk to the tree, and I notice her limp, and I think, oh, please, kokua this one. When I get to the tree, all of the holes have been sealed. It doesn't look like anything has happened. There was no puka. And this is the tree. I found it because I had stuck some pine cones into the lepo to kokua with the light energy to heal my legs. That which is a part of us always is present. Part of that progression unto knowing happens basically with a belief that you have already been given deep inside. Nobody can tell you what that belief is. It is already placed. It is a gift. But you call upon it by your own free will. You ask whatever you ask. The mana that you have is free, available, always present for you. I invite you to the question, to new old wisdom. Aloha.